Alright, howdy guys, this is Dr. McFarland, hoping for a smooth night of sweet rock and roll tones, and we'll just see how it goes. So, hopefully nobody calls in and whatever else. I do have the lights down a little bit low to see if the camera can pick up the screen a little bit better. And it looks like it does something, but oh, I can zoom in. Look at that. Whoa. I can't do much else. I can zoom though. I just wish it would focus. Alright, I'm not gonna mess with it too much. So I had a tweeter go out on I had a tweeter go out on my Headrush FRFR speaker, and Headrush was great, and they sent me out a new one, and I'm returning the bad one in the original box. So it's great customer service there. I don't know what happened to the tweeter, but it's just the way it goes. And let me see. All right, get my volume up here and get this plugged in to the correct output. Thought I was prepared, but I wasn't. All right, here we go. All right, shut the doors. I had intentions of making another Headrush video today, but I lost track of time, and then I was just playing, and then I had to go pick up my daughter from Mother's Day out, and I didn't get to it. But I was messing around with the Bogner Red channel amplifier, and it sounds pretty cranking. Wish you guys could see the settings a little bit better, but I have a little bit of tape echo. Trying to take a little inspiration from Tracy Guns. He didn't really use a lot of reverb in his rigs. But just a little bit of a tape echo allows it to kind of breathe just a little bit and all that fun stuff. I think I turned it off, maybe. Yeah, I did. So I'm trying to think of the ultimate like 80s kind of sound, as far as like maybe 80s metal or something. This cab right here is the 2x12 B30, which is really just like a vintage 30 kind of thing. We can mess with the breakup a little bit, see what that does. Alright, I'm done messing around. Let me save this as Bogner. Well, if I can type B-O-G-N-E-R. I don't know what's going on. Bogner Red. Alright, so this is all about you guys and viewer suggested. So go ahead and suggest something, and if I need to look it up on Google to kind of see what the song is or whatever else, then I can. I mean, I like this kind of thing because it forces me to remember songs that I haven't really played in a long time. Yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. He's got tons of reverb. Already, so didn't really have to account for anything else. And let's see what's going on here. All right, what's your suggestions, guys? What do we want to make? I'm trying to look at my comments. I'm gonna look up. Let's go to Google. And I was looking up 12-bar blues songs with a ukulele student earlier. But I'm gonna look up 80s guitar songs. And we got Sweet Child of Mine, we got Crazy Train, Beat It, Living on a Prayer, Every Breath You Take. Let's do that one. That should be fun. So what we're gonna do is let's go into our where is it? Viewer suggested Headrush rigs. And there should be quite a few in here by now. Last time I did this on my big board, so I don't have the Prince one in there, and then everything got screwed up. So like I got a phone call and I wasn't able to get back on to the live stream. So anyway, 7 minutes in. Come on, guys. If you don't suggest anything, I'm going to start making my own. All right, here we go. Let's do Rhodes. Randy Rhodes? Is that what you're talking about? Let's go ahead and do Asia, Heat of the Moment. Oh, love that song. Okay, let's do Every Breath You Take first. So I'm thinking clean tone. And Andy Summers had a good, like, chorusy kind of sound to him. I mean, typically when you think clean, you think Fender, but maybe Andy Timmons had a Marshall or something. I don't know. Not Andy Timmons, sorry. Andy, shoot, whatever his name is. Let's just go with a, let's go with a Black Duo. Actually, let's go with a Princeton Reverb. This should be fun. And the volume's pretty low, so that means we're going to come in here. We're going to turn the volume up a little bit. Okay, let's add a little delay. Just a little delay. Let's do some Bucket Brigade. Let's make it kind of chorusy sounding. Maybe not that chorusy. Every breath you take. Turn it up a little bit more. make this mix down a little bit more. And let's add some chorus in here. Let's do a multi-chorus. Let's do 4. We have the option of 4 voices, 2 voices, 3 voices. Okay, so 3, 6, or 3, 4, 6. Oh, can't you see Uncle Tom's Cabin in the rotation? If not tonight, maybe next time. Uncle Tom's Cabin. I have to go listen to that. I'm not quite familiar with it, but shouldn't be a big deal. Uncle Tom's Cabin by Warrant. Okay, got you. I'll put it on low so I don't get like any copyright weirdness playing original music. That's interesting. Sounds like it's a 12-string kind of sound so far. A little bit of banjo, maybe. Alright, that's not bad. It's basically just a good overdriven kind of sound. So you can use a Marshall, Bogner, Soldano, anything. I mean, Mezzo Boogie, anything you want. I don't think it really matter what it was, as long as you got a good, thick overdrive sound that sounds kind of chunky. That should be fine. So. I think it's pretty good. Let's go on to Every Breath. Alright, so that's in Every Breath. Very simple. Just a good clean tone. We might go in here and let's put it on axis. Let's change the mic up a little bit. Alright, cool. So good. That's an easy one, okay? Let me go in here and let's go to hardware sign, take out the amp, take out the cab. And let's move these over this way. I haven't incorporated the new Aero Mission Engineering effects pedal yet. I need to do that though. Alright, so let's do a local, sorry. I can't talk. I'm a little stopped up and sick, which is fine. Alright, so let's just say this song has a... Okay, it's not bad. Let's do a, we're going to do a double amp scenario here. Let's get a lead 800 on one side. And we're going to do, man. Lead 800 on one side, and let's do a M2 with a cap mod on the other. Let's do delay. Bucket brigade. Let's do a default. Let's put it on sync. Turn the mix down a little bit. All right, let me listen to this a little bit more. All right, so let's just make sure that the amps have a good drive sound. Let's turn the bass down a little bit. Keep that on. Let's go to here. Let's put it on axis so that way it's nice and in your face. Let's see what key we're in. Alright. They're in E flat, so they probably just tuned down half a step, I would think. I'm using the harmonize for the 12-string sound. Yeah, that's cool. That's a good way to do it. Let me plug in my phone here so it didn't die on us. That's what would happen in the past. I'd run out of juice and then I couldn't get back on the live stream. So, alright, so I hope you can see here that we got two rigs, well, not two rigs, but two different amps and two different cabinets. Also, what we can do to help shape the sound a little bit is let's add a graphic EQ here at the end. Let's just say we make it brighter. Okay. Maybe we do something like this. So that way the graphic EQ affects both amps. We can mess with the panning a little bit later. See what's going on with this amp. We got the 25 watt greenback. Let's make it the 20 watt because I prefer that one. Let's put it on axis. Alright, so before I had the graphic EQ because I wanted to hear a little bit more crunch, but once you get the mic on the cabinet right, I think it sounds pretty good. So let's add some breakup there. Let's add some breakup over here. And I have both cabs on axis. And let's mess with the gain. Let's crank the gain up. Let's boost those mids. Turn down the bass. Okay. See what this one does. Boost the gain. Let me listen to this song a little bit more. Alright, so what I'm hearing there for like the lead parts, if you just kick in some tube screamer. That should be fine. Should be all that you need right there. Sorry, can't play tonight, or ever. But so I got 2 different cabs, 2 different amps, tube screamer in the front, and a little bit of delay, and it should be, you know, a lot of this music doesn't have to be like crazy. You can just make it real simple. You know, just have an amp cab, maybe a few effects, and that's it. So let's go in here and say we're gonna have our JRC on foot switch 1, and let's make the delay on foot switch 2, and we're gonna save this as Uncle Tom's cabin. And there we go. Alright, cool. That's fun. So yeah, you should be able to use the same rig for all kinds of 80s stuff. I mean, White Snake, like alright, cool. There's a little White Snake for you. I haven't played that in a while. Alright, what's up, 3 people watching? Hey, Larry. Sounds good here in stereo. Yeah. Trail string sound. Alright, well, let's look at that. So we're gonna make this nice and clean, and I don't really know what to choose. I guess it really doesn't matter. Let's just do something with some good clean headroom. Let's do the Black Duo, and any kind of filter effect I like to put before the amp. So let's put the shimmer. No, not the shimmer. What is it? It's a Smart Harmony. Right? That's what you were saying, the Smart Harmony? The harmonizer. Yeah, it's a Smart Harmony. So we're just going to do a detuned octave and alright, so we're going to have to finagle these settings pretty good here. Well, it definitely has a banjo thing in there, so that's fun. All right, so let's go in here. We're gonna turn the mix down pretty good. And these are detuned. We can delay. Maybe not delay them that much. Anything past 20 milliseconds is when your ear starts hearing a difference in timing. pretty fun right there. Pretty fun. There's still all right, we're in the key of E flat. But even if this was an E, we're still just doing all octaves, so we're not really playing any see what this is doing. It's getting pretty late. Oh yeah. Alright, let's do a little bit of chorus. Because I'm hearing some chorus going on here. And another option is also to have there's the wham and the harm right here as well. Here's the harmonizer. But those are, we can do octaves. And let's make the offset 0. All right. Then I'm just going to use that because we don't really need we don't need it to be we don't need other harmonies, we just need the octave. Not bad. Kind of messing with the harmony there. Not harmony, but octave. The only problem is when you, these are great for single note kind of stuff, but when you add chords into the mix, it doesn't track all that great. And I kind of hope that Headrush comes out with their own version of the POG, Poly Octave Generator. And that's definitely going to get you closer to that tone. Yeah, I think there's just a little bit of chorus. I mean, just a little bit. Oh yeah, they got huge there, boss. Let's add in another octave thing, which is in modulation. And this is simply going to give you an octave up, octave down. So let's make it really dry. Let's not do that. I don't think we're going to do an octave down either. Let's just stick with the chorus. I don't know. It's just kind of hard to. I don't Uncle Tom Clean. Let me listen to this a little bit more. All right, not bad. Let's take the harmony off for a second. Let's see what key that's in. All right, let's do this. I'm hearing 2 flat keys. So let's just put the capo on the 1st fret. And let's make it. Let's make it like that. So we're playing in G and in D. Alright, and even in the video, he's definitely playing a 12 string, so there you go. If you want the sound, you gotta have a 12 string. Liking the sound, I was getting 2 notes together. Yeah. Turn the mix of that down a little bit more. All right, not bad. It's kind of strange, but a little chorusy, just a little bit of octave in there, but not much. Not a whole lot going on with that. Let's go to hardware assign. I'm going to assign the cab. Let's put the chorus right there. And let's put the harm in there. So you can take them in and out if you wanted to. So here it is without any effects. Let's crank some mids. Not bad. It's not great, but it's not bad. All right. What other song did I see there? Heat of the Moment. Ooh, man, I love that song. It was the heat of the moment, telling me what my heart felt. Heat of the moment.
My Pacifica hybrid automatically switches.
And there's a lot of things in the 80s that was like very chorusy, like chorus based. So I'm going to assume that this is what. That's just a very good, like, overdrive kind of sound. So let's just go with a. Can really use anything that's clean, but dude, I love that song. Love it. Love it. What key are we in? Alright, we're in the key of C sharp. I don't know why. I don't know why they keep doing this to me. Let's just play first capo, first fret, play in the key of C. Alright, so I'm gonna add in, I'm just thinking DC distort, full gain. Yeah, let's turn the bass down, crank the mids, a little bit of highs, not enough presence. Love it. Fall for grace. Find yourself in 82. So it doesn't need to be lots of gain, but it's definitely some there. Use a heat your moment, telling me what my heart meant. Heat of the moment, in your eyes. Alright, not really sure. Maybe we could always turn it off and on. We might need to add some scenes to this one. Not really sure what to add here. Huh. Oh, that other chorus part may be a keyboard of some sort. Zach used lock. Yeah. Zach Wild. But I'm thinking maybe like a... We can try a Tron filter. And just make it on a subtle, so... No, that's not right. Not gonna do that one. Let's do basic. More gain here, so and we can turn that off, turn this on. Not so much. Maybe if I play it higher. the mix down. It's not bad. It's pretty fun. Just kind of gives the gives the notes a little bit of movement there. So let's save this as heat of the, if I can type, the moment. And what I'm going to do real fast is go into hardware assign, and we're going to say that this is going to be a scene. We're going to have the DC distort on, Tron filter off, amp on, external amp none, cab on, and right here, shoot, right here we're going to say DC distort off, Tron filter on, amp none, cab. Okay, but I'm thinking I might want to add a little reverb here. All right, let's add in some white boost just for a little bit of grit. And we'll go here and we're going to say hardware assign, edit, white boost off for scene 1. We're going to call this rock GTR. And let's change the color to orange. We're going to say white boost on that one. And let's change the color to purple because we can. Okay. So rock guitar. Put the Tron filter after the white boost. It didn't have to be a Tron filter, but I'm just trying to give, I'm trying to listen to the song, and then I'm thinking like, well, it's kind of thin and quirky sounding, so the Tron filter definitely gives that kind of sound. So I thought I added that. Maybe I didn't. Scene 2, we're going to call this chorus. So, why do you say that, Mark? I'm just using my ears and 24 years of experience playing guitar. Oh, jeez. I'm thinking the Tron filter mix needs to come up a little bit more now. If you really, I mean, if you really want to thin it out, you could put an EQ in there and really thin it out nice. Dude, love that song. All right, cool. I like that one. That was fun. let's go back to my list of songs here. And Don't Stop Believing, Paradise City, Money for Nothing. Okay, let's try that one. Money for Nothing. This is basically just a, you know, like a half-cocked wall kind of sound. It's a good song. All right, so we're gonna get a real filtered kind of sound here. Let's just use a Soldano Crunch, because I know I mean any kind of amp with some overdrive is gonna do. So figure out what key is he. I think he's in the key of A. No, he's in the key of G. All right, great. We're not in flat keys anymore, so that's good. All right, that's good. Now that we have a good crunch sound, we can now focus on getting that mid-range bark. Let's change the mic. Because the microphone is going to go a long way from rolling off that low end. Money for nothing, yeah. I really can't type tonight for some reason. Excuse me. For space, nothing. All right. Are you following along here, folks? Yeah, I do. Well, I've owned, Mark, I have owned like 25 amps, pretty much all the pedals you can think of. So I've kind of trained my ear to know what different things sound like. All right, so let's get a half-cocked wall sound with the EQ. All right, we're going to do a graphic. We're going to do a default. Let's go in here. Let's cut some low mids and some lows. And let's boost. Actually, we're going to... Okay, so the mid here is 800 hertz. The high mids is 2K. Let's cut some low mids here. Let's bring down the highs a little bit. I'm getting there. Let's go. Let's boost some low mids. Maybe not that much. All right, let me listen some more. Let me put it in the middle pickup. I don't have a Les Paul I'm not playing Les Paul right now, but all right, let me do this. Let me grab this Les Paul over here. Because really the goal or the key to getting this sound is you have to have your humbucker pickups in the middle position, rolling off a little bit of the tone on one of the pickups. Let me tune real fast. Otherwise, we're going to have issues. All right, let's try it out. Kind of messing with the tone knobs here. I don't really know how to play this song either, which is not helping. Alright, so that's the full frequency range here. And then if we turn the graphic EQ on, let me keep messing with it here. Boosting those mids. Let's boost. Let's cut the low mids. Cut them even more. Boost some gain. Boost, boost. Let me look at the video and see if I can tell what pickup position he's on. Uva Muva. Oh, I just saw it. Alright, so he's in the down position, so he's cranking it all the way up here. Alright, so we got a lot of 800 hertz in here. Alright, that's not bad. Let's bring up the highs a little bit more. Alright, cool. And let's go in one step farther and let's throw in a tube screamer and see what that does, if anything, here. Doesn't have to be too overdriven. Just add a little bit of bite to it. Alright, that's not bad. Oh, now I just need to go learn that riff better, because I don't know it. Let's put the graphic EQ over here. And let's change the color. Shoot. Where do I change the color? I don't know. I can change the color somewhere. Right here. Hello. So let's make that green. And we'll make this one red. Alright, cool. I like that one. That one's fun. Alright, let's see. Let's check my comments here. Well, what I'm trying to do here, Mark, is just you could have a wall pedal in there, but you can do the same kind of thing with a graphic EQ. So what I'm doing is I can roll off the lows a little bit more, but I don't want to do that too much. But I'm rolling off the low mids, boosting the mids on both sides here. And yeah, so that's a very simple rig. We just got Daniel crunch, and we do have an on axis. You can change the mic type. All right, cool. I like that one. Let's go to let's do one more song here. Lessons.com is saying I have another student, but I'm not doing it that way. All right, so Dire Straits. Let's go back. So earlier today, I finished my guitar course that is now available through my website. Where the Streets Have No Name. I already kind of did that. But anyway, yeah, you can access the course through my website. It's called The Anatomy of Music, and it's basically just a 3-month. It's the equivalent to like about 3 months worth of lessons, but you can really take it at your own pace. And let's do No One Like You by the Scorpions. That's a fun one. And when you pay, you get lifetime access to it. So you don't have to worry about like ever paying again. You just pay once, learn all that you can, and there's like little comment boxes at the end or at the bottom of each lesson. So you can leave a comment, I can respond. You can send me a private message through my contact page there on the website, and I can kind of work one-on-one with you just to clear up any things that you see in the video. But really the videos are meant to kind of replace my private lesson time, and you just get all the videos. You get me and my teaching style all there in video form, just waiting for you to watch. So we're going to listen to a little bit of Scorpions here and see what we can do when in creating a tone after the ad plays. After the ad plays. So Scorpions, so we're kind of in the same vein as just like your good Alright, so we're going to do the same thing again here. We're going to do a dual amp setup. Let's just get a good J45 on one side. We're going to add some DC distort on one side here. See if, let me figure out what key we're in. Alright, so we're in the key of A. I like key of A. It's fun. Turn the bass down. Let's crank up this stuff. Alright, not bad. DC distort. Alright, that's not sounding at all what I want. Crank the gain, crank the treble, bass down. Alright, I'm going to go a different direction on this. Different amp. Actually, I'm going to just change the model here. So, I'm going to go, once again, let's go with a Lead 800 TS mod. So it should roll off some low end. Less preamp gain. All right, cool. Girl, it's an older than a pie. Do 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 do. Let's use, for this one, let's use a, it's definitely 80s. Let's do a Mezzo Boogie on the other side here. Let's make sure these are on axis. So on axis is just going to be more in your face. And let's change the model. Let's change it to the cap mod. So that way we don't have as near as much overdrive. And now that we have a good overdrive sound there, we can put in some distortion and all that. So the Tube Screamer really helps to tighten up that bottom end. And we're just going to name this Scorpions, because you could probably use this for, if I can type, Scorpions. Probably use it for any one of their songs. It wouldn't really matter. And I've been going for a little bit over an hour. I'll probably need to... Yeah, volume in and out. Let's do that. So volume in and out. There, my friend. If you look at the input here, your guitar signal Alright, your pickup shouldn't be that hot to where you're clipping the input channel here. Not channel, but just the input gain. You can see that I have my threshold down pretty low, so it's, when I'm not playing, it's pretty quiet. I can change that if I wanted to. But I'll turn it back down. About to there. Alright, so like I said, your input is really not going to clip. For me, I try to get the sound of the amp I want, and then just turn down or up the output volume. And see how right there in this area, it's kind of peaking out 2 or 3 bars below the 0 mark. That's where I like to keep mine, so that way I have plenty of headroom. I'm not pushing the signal out of the gig board too hot, because what can happen is, you know, you still have the master volume here controlling the overall output going to, let's say, a mixing board or your speaker, and you don't want this to be too hot either. So so between, you know, keeping my output signal around, you know, a few bars below 0, and also keeping my master around 6 or 7, it's just a good practice for me, knowing that I'm not pushing too much volume into the mixing board. And if the mixer, or if the mix engineer at the live gig is not prepared, you could be sending him a really hot signal and he might not catch it, and you're overloading his preamp stage on his mixing board, and he's going to have to accommodate that extra push of volume. Which, if he's good, he'll just tell you to turn it down a little bit, or he might adjust his gain on his board. But if you can just be sure you're keeping your levels within a good, reasonable area, then you shouldn't have any issues with all that. Does that make sense? So right now, I can keep my gain on 7 and then just turn up my amp. Sorry, I keep kicking the stand here. Let me turn up the speaker a little bit. Alright, so the speaker's turned up. You can see my output level. That sounds great. Alright, so for this is going to be interesting. So, alright, so let's name this Scorpions let's just name it Scorpions Chorus. And then let's do a new rig. Let's make a good clean sound here. Let's just do a let's have fun with a little black vibe, maybe. So now notice this is a clean amp, so with no master volume, it just has a master volume. There's no preamp gain. So the higher you crank that amp, the louder it's going to get. It's more, it's going to overdrive. So you have to find the sound first, and then you can adjust your overall volume level. So I'm going for like a good clean sound. And that's not bad right there. Let's put in a compressor. And here lately I've been using the gray comp. Maybe raise the output level a little bit. And that compressor is really squashing the signal. So I'm going to let off of the sustain a little bit. And then I'm going to check my output. I'm going to raise the rig volume a little bit. So this is going to be Scorpion's verse. I did it again. Scorpions, not scorpions, scorpions. Alright, we got a little bit of a chorus. Actually, I know exactly what to do. Let's do the what is it? What is it? It's the stereo doubler. Don't like that preset though. Listen some more. All right, not bad. It didn't have to be that chorusy, but let's turn the intensity down a little bit more. Let me check the comments. Yeah, no problem, Ari. It's pretty easy once you get the concept. I mean, that's one way of doing it. It might be sounding weird because I only have one speaker hooked up right now. But usually stereo doubler is like, you know, stereo. So let's try one more. Let's try a different option. Instead of a stereo doubler, let's do a little bit of flange. I mean, just like super like barely there. Yeah, I like that a little bit better. And I'm not going to add tons of reverb. Let's just do like slight, just like a slight amount. Alright, cool. Let's go back to our amp. Let's turn the bass down a little bit more. Alright, so now we can go to view. We can go to set list. Let's find the set list we're on here. And we're doing viewer suggested. And if we go to global settings, we can do the 4 rigs no hold on. And that's gonna, well, it didn't. Why didn't it do it? Off, on. I should have done it. There it goes. There it goes. So you can do previous bank. Oh geez. Sorry. Alright, so we can go here. Alright, cool. I'm pretty happy with that. Let me check the output of this. Turn that down just a tad. Alright, cool. Let me check the comments. Which one sounds better? What are you talking about? What do you mean? What do you mean? Alright, so let's go to previous bank. So we got a little every breath. Turn the mix down. And I'm hearing a little bit of too much bass. Let's add some sparkle. Uncle Tom's Cabin. And here's the clean part. Interesting. Heat of the moment. And then we had 2 scenes in that one. So let's go back to view mode. We're gonna go to hybrid. We can do rock, guitar. We can do chorus. I think the Tron needs to be before the white boost because I'm not hearing as much. Alright, there we go. That's why I go back and money for nothing. You can try that with a wall pedal in there if you want, so If you go in here and adjust your mix, like maybe pan it left and right, so that way when you go into the front of house, you have a nice wide sound. But for now, I'm just going to leave it somewhat in the middle here. And next rig, here's the verse. And then we're back to Barracuda Love. Under the Bridge. Alright, cool. How long have I been going now? Long time. Almost an hour and a half. Well, I'm making up for the past weeks. Yeah, I'm liking the flange as well. Alright, guys. I gotta go help my wife with some stuff for Christmas and whatever else. So, I think this was a good night. It's kind of fun just to go through a list and be like, oh yeah, let's try and create that one or that one or that one or whatever else. So all right, I think I'm done. That's good. I'm gonna have these rigs available on in the description of this video. So if you've watched all the way through and you're hearing me say this now, then hey, go check out the description down below. There's also Amazon links down there. When you purchase anything by clicking through my link, I get a little bit of kickback from that, which just helps me out paying for, you know, website stuff and just all that fun stuff. So if you want to do that, cool. If not, not a big deal. It's just there at your disposal. I will see you guys next time. Okay, if you have any suggestions throughout the week, feel free to give me a private message either on Facebook, Instagram. Send me an email at Dr. McFarland at gmail.com. And I'll be sure to, I'm compiling a list of suggestions that I've seen over the last few weeks. So I'm trying to keep a mental note and, you know, keeping this viewer suggested. So I will see you guys next time, guys. See ya.